जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरवनचारी यमुना तीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा वल्लभ राधा वल्लभ राधे। जय राधा वल्लभ राधा वल्लभ राधे। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की। गंगामयी की, यमुनामयी की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी देवी की, कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 6, text number 34, 35, 36. Putana loka balaghni rakshasi rudhirashanam jighamsayapi haraye stanam dattva pasadgatim kim punah shraddhaya bhaktya Krishnaya paramatmane yachan priyatamam kimno raktastanmatharo yatha putana loka balaghni rakshasi rudhirashana jighamsayapi haraye stanam dattva pasadgatim kim punah shraddhaya bhaktya Krishnaya paramatmane yachan priyatamam kimno raktastanmataro yatha putana loka balaghni rakshasi rudhirashana jighamsayapi haraye stanam dattva pasadgatim kim punah shraddhaya bhaktya Krishnaya paramatmane yachan priyatamam kimno raktastanmataro yatha Putana loka balaghni rakshasi rudhirasana jighamsayapi haraye stanam dattva pasadgati Krishnaya paramatmane raktastanmataro yatha. Matajis. Rakshasi rudhirasana stanam dattva pasadgati kim punah shraddhaya bhaktya Matajis. Loka balaghni rakshasi rudhirashana raktastanmataro putana loka balaghni rakshasi rudhirashana jighamsayapi haraye stanam dattva pasadgatim kim punah shraddhaya bhaktya Krishnaya paramatmane yachan priyatamam kimno Putana, Rakshasi Rudhirashana, Jighamsayapi Haraye, Sadgatam, Kim Punar Shraddhaya Bhaktya, Krishnaya Paramatmane, Yachan Priyatamam Kimnu, Putana, the professional Rakshasi, Lokabalaghani, who used to kill human children, Rakshasi, the she-demon, Rudhirashana, simply hankering for blood, Jighamsaya, with the desire to kill Krishna, Api, still, Haraye, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Stanam, her breast, Dattva, after offering, Apa, obtained, Sadgatim, the most elevated position of spiritual existence. Kim, what to speak of? Punaha, again, Shraddhaya, with faith, Bhaktya, by devotion, Krishnaya, unto Lord Krishna, Paramatmane, who is the Supreme Person, Yachan, offering, Priyatamam, the dearmost, Kim, something, Nu, indeed, Raktaha, those who have an affinity, Tanmataraha, Krishna's affectionate mothers, Yatha, exactly like. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Putana was always hankering for the blood of human children. And with that desire, she came to kill Krishna. But because she offered her breast to the Lord, she attained the greatest achievement. What then is to be said of those who had natural devotion and affection for Krishna as mothers and who offered their breasts to suck or offered something very dear as a mother offers something to a child? Purport. Putana had no affection for Krishna. Rather, she was envious and wanted to kill him. Nonetheless, because with or without knowledge, she offered her breast, she attained the highest achievement in life. But the offerings of devotees attracted to Krishna in parental love are always sincere. A mother likes to offer something to her child with affection and love, and there is no question of envy. So here we can make a comparative study. If Putana could attain such an exalted position in spiritual life by neglectfully, enviously making an offering to Krishna, what is to be said of Mother Yashoda and the other gopis, who served Krishna with such great affection and love, offering everything for Krishna's satisfaction? The gopis automatically achieved the highest perfection. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended the affection of the gopis, either in maternal affection or in conjugal love, as the highest perfection in life. Ramya kachidupasana vrajabadhu vargena ya kalpita. In these two shlokas, and in the next two shlokas also, Sukadeva Goswami is concluding his narration of Putana Mokshana Leela. We have seen in this chapter Putana's malicious intentions, Putana's deceptive actions. Intentions are malicious, actions are deceptive. And she came just to kill Krishna. Not only Krishna, all the babies who are born in the last 10 days. So nobody would even think of killing an infant baby who cannot harm anyone. But her mission is to kill all the babies who are born in the last 10 days. With that mission, with that malicious intention, this Putana who knows black arts, she came. She was sitting on a stick. That's Putana Airlines. Last Few days we were discussing Hanuman Airlines, Garuda Airlines, this is Putana Airlines. Next we'll have Trinavarta Airlines also. So she knows black arts. She would chant some mantras and all that. She would sit on a stick and she will land there. She landed in Gokul. And as all of you know, Putana attempted to kill Krishna, but she was killed by Krishna. She was purified by Krishna. So whenever Krishna kills a demon, it's not that he's just giving death, giving punishment. Yes, punishment is there. But more than punishment, it's a purification. He purified so many sinful people, so many demoniac people, so many Rakshasis and Rakshasas with his purifying touch. In the first canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, when Krishna just entered Dwaraka city, when he came from Hastinapur to Dwaraka, he just picked up a conch shell and started blowing that conch shell, just to announce to all the Dwarkavasis that I have arrived. You can come and receive me. Not just receiving. Basically, they were in a state of melancholy. They were in deep pain of separation from Krishna. Krishna wanted them to be relieved of that pain of separation. So, to encourage them, Krishna announced that he arrived by blowing a conch shell. And when Krishna touched his divine conch shell with his lips, that whitish conch shell turned reddish. Prabhupada writes a beautiful purport there. He says that when matter comes in touch with spirit, that matter becomes spiritualized. That's the power of the purifying potency of Krishna. When poisonous body of Putana came in touch with Krishna, she became purified. By the grace of Krishna, her poisonous body became fragrant. That's the fragrance of Krishna's grace. Her sinful body emanated scent, from sin to scent. From Putana's sinful, degraded, ignorant, abominable life, she got the position of a motherly nurse in the spiritual world. That's what Sukadeva Goswami is saying here. Putana loka balaghni rakshasi rudhirashana. Putana is loka balaghni, as you see in this shloka. Loka balaghni means she is accustomed to kill infant babies and suck their blood. That's her beverage. She doesn't drink soups or teas, her coffees. She drinks blood of infant babies. Putana loka balaghni. Rakshasi, she is a witch. Rudhirashana, always desirous of drinking blood. Jighamsaya piharaye stanam datvapa sadgatim. Jighamsaya means she came with a malicious intention, very evil intention, very wicked plans. Jighamsayapi haraye stanam datva. She gave her stanam to Hari. She gave her milk to Lord Hari. And what does Lord Hari do? Hari does haran. He has stolen not only her poison, he has stolen her poisonous intentions also, her poisonous life also. This poisonous bodied demoness became so purified by the touch of Krishna. Jighamsayapi haraye stanam datvapa sadgatim. She got sadgati. This sadgati is not just elevation to heavenly planets. This sadgati is elevation to the most elevated planet in the spiritual realm, that is Goloka. Where is the extent of her sinful mentality and sinful action? And where is the elevated position that she attained? See the gap here. However fallen we are, however degraded we are, Krishna's mercy can elevate us. Just by remembrance of Krishna, one can become so purified. Remembrance is sufficient. Om apavitraha pavitro vasa sarvavasthangatoppiva. Yaha smaret pundarikaksham sabahya bhyantara suchihi. Just the smaran of Krishna can purify us internally and externally. What to speak of doing some service to Krishna, even indirectly. Even indirect service can purify us. What to speak of direct service? That's what the shloka is also saying. Putanaloka balagni rakshasi rudhirashana jighamsayapi haraye stanam datvapa sadgatim. If Putana attained sadgati, if Putana attained such elevated position in the spiritual world, what to speak of others? Kim puna shraddhaya bhaktya? What to speak of those who served Krishna with shraddha, with bhakti? Shraddha means faith, bhakti means devotion. Kim punar shraddhaya bhaktya krishnaya paramatmane. Krishna is Paramatma, not Atma. He is Paramatma. And in fact, Krishna is superior to Paramatma also. Paramatma is an expansion of Krishna. Yes, Paramatma and Krishna are not different. But Paramatmas in all our hearts are expansions of Krishna. Krishnaya Paramatmane yachan priyatamam kimnu raktastan mataro yatha. What to speak of this matas, all the motherly gopis of Vrindavan who gave love and affection in the form of their milk to Krishna. So, although it is possible for a sinful person to be purified by the touch of Krishna, approaching Krishna with evil intentions is never a recommendation. Even if you approach Krishna with evil intentions, Krishna will purify you. What to speak of approaching Krishna with pure intentions? Therefore, pure intentions are always recommended. Right? Shishupal criticized Krishna, but Krishna released the Sudarshana Chakra, killed Shishupal, but purified him. So Shishupal got liberation. Here Putana got liberation. And not just that, Aghasur came with a malicious intention. Not just to kill Krishna, at least Putana targeted Krishna and other babies. But Aghasur targeted entire community of Vrindavan. He wanted to swallow all the gopas and all the calves. And when they die, all their mothers will die. All their fathers will die. All the cows and bulls, everybody will die. Entire cowherd community will die. That is the target of Aghasur. But Krishna entered Aghasur's body and purified. Krishna sucked the milk of Putana and purified her. And Krishna entered Aghasur's body and purified that body. And that body became a playground later. And later Aghasur entered Krishna. Krishna entered Aghasur, then later Aghasur entered Krishna. Can you just imagine? That means Aghasur was liberated. And many other demons whom Krishna killed. Somehow or the other, when we come in touch with Krishna, when we bring our bodies in touch with Krishna, our minds in touch with Krishna, or any of our senses in touch with Krishna, purification is guaranteed. Even if there is jighamsaya. Jighamsaya means malicious intention, degraded, evil intention. Purification is guaranteed. Actually, purifying body is easier. Purifying mind is difficult. Purifying intentions is difficult. You go and stand under a shower for a few minutes, body is purified. That's easy. But purifying mind, which has been accumulating sinful thoughts and sinful feelings and sinful emotions and offensive mentalities for millions of lives together, is not that easy. And Krishna's touch can purify our intentions also, not only purify our body. And Putana's body is also purified, Putana's intentions are also purified. But the touch of Krishna, Putana's body is poisonous body is so purified that when her body is being burnt, that fragrance coming from that body is going all over the place. And even when people are several kilometers away from the place where the dead body of Putana is being burnt, they are able to perceive that fragrance. That's the fragrance of Krishna's grace. Although she was sinful, her body was emanating scent by the touch of Krishna. That's the purifying potential of Krishna. Krishnot kirtana gana nartana kala patho janibhrajita sadbhakta vali hamsa chakra madhupa shreni viharaspadam karananandikaladhvanirvahatu me jihva maru prangane Shri Chaitanya dayani dheta valasat Leela Sudha Swardhuni. Very beautiful. Krishna Utkirtana Gananartana Kala. What aspect of Krishna purifies us? You may think that, oh, Krishna touched Putana. Krishna drank the milk of Putana. That's how she was purified. Will Krishna touch me? I don't get Krishna's touch. Will I be purified? No. Krishna's any aspect can purify us. Krishna's name can purify us. Krishna's form can purify us. Krishna's Leelas can purify us when we hear with sincerity. Krishna's qualities can purify us when we meditate on those qualities. Krishna's Dham can purify us. Krishna's Prasad can purify us. Krishna's Dhuli can purify us. Krishna's devotees can purify us. Krishna's Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, Prasad, Dham, Bhakta, all. Anything connected to Krishna can purify us. See the extent of purifying potency of Krishna's Charanamrit. When you drink a drop of Charanamrit, we get purified. When we hear one Leela of Krishna with sincere meditation, we get purified. Pravishtaha karana randhrena svanam bhavasaroruham dhunoti shabalam krishnaha salilasya yathasharat. When the sound vibration glorifying Krishna's pastimes is entering our ear holes, dhunoti shabalam Krishna, all the contamination in the hearts is completely washed away. Dhunoti shamalam Krishna, lust, envy, pride, greed, exploitative mentality, sinful proclivities, all of them are completely purified by just hearing Harikatha, just by opening our ear holes and allow Krishna Katha to enter those ear holes. Pibanti ye bhagavata atmanasatam kathamrutam shravana puteshu sambhritam punanti te vishaya vidushitashayam vrajanti tacharana saroruhantikam pibanti ye bhagavata atmanasatam. When you drink Śrīmad Bhāgavatam with the ear holes, you don't drink with mouth, you drink with ear holes. Open your ears as cups and allow the beverage of Harikatha to enter those ear holes. What will happen? Punanti te vishaya vidushita ashayam. Punanti means to purify. What to purify? Vishaya vidushita ashayam. Our ashayam, our aspirations, our goals, or our desires are contaminated by sense enjoyment. Vishaya vidushita ashayam. Ashayam is aspiration. Vidushita means contaminated aspiration. What contaminated this aspiration? Vishaya, the sense objects have contaminated this aspiration. Our goals are contaminated. Our desires are contaminated. Our emotions are contaminated. Our feelings are contaminated. Our perspective of other devotees is contaminated. Our understanding of Shastra sometimes is contaminated. Our interactions with other devotees are contaminated sometimes. Some malice enters. Some exploitative mentality enters into our interactions. Some selfishness will enter. Some envy enters into our interactions. When another devotee is doing better than us, there's envy. When we are doing better than other devotees, there's pride. So this pride and this envy and this competitive mentality, comparison mentality, that's contaminating our interactions with devotees. That's contaminating our friendships. That's contaminating our relationships. Even in spiritual life. What to speak of the extent of contamination available in the external world. So much contamination. But by hearing Krishna Katha sincerely, by making a sincere attempt to apply those teachings in our lives, we'll be purified of that contamination. Our contamination, our impurities are not as impure as the poison that Putana applied on her body. If Krishna can purify that poison of Putana's body and purify the poison in Putana's heart, can't he purify our intentions? Can't he purify our heart? He can purify. But when does he purify? When we approach Krishna. When we sincerely take in Krishna Katha into our ears, when we sincerely chant the names of Krishna, then purification is assured. He has purifying potency. His name has purifying potency. Pavanam pavanebhyopi. Madhuram madhurebhyopi. Mangalebhyopi mangalam. Pavanam pavanebhyopi. Hare Namaiva Kevalam. Hare Namaiva Kevalam Pavanam Pavanebhyopi. Of all the purifiers, the best purifying agent is Krishna's name. But are we exposing ourselves to the purifying potential of Krishna's name? It's like sun is shining in the sky and we are hiding in our rooms and say, sun is not purifying me. It doesn't work like that. My vitamin is less because we are not exposing ourselves to the sun. Problem is not with the holy name. Problem is with our approach towards the holy name. Problem is not with the dham. I visited Vrindavan 10 times. No purification. In what mood did you visit? You visited Vrindavan just to eat some rabdi in front of Radha Banki Bihari temple in Loi Bazaar. Rabdi and what is that? Malpua and Makan Mishri. Oh, Makan Mishri is very good there. Samosa is good. Chat is very good. Did I go to Vrindavan for that? But if you go to Vrindavan with pure consciousness, when we hear Krishna Katha in Vrindavan, then we will get that vision to see the sacredness of the holy dham of Vrindavan behind all the external visuals. Right? Kalyananam nidhanam kalimalamathanam pavanam pavananam patheyam yan bubuksho sapadi parapada praptaye prochyamanam vishramasthanamekam kavivaravachasam jivanam sajjananam bijam dharmadhruvasya prabhavatu bhavatam bhutaye Krishna nama. Krishna's name can purify us because Kalyananam Nidhanam, Krishna's name is the abode of all auspiciousness. Kalimalamathanam pavanam pavananam. Kalimalamathanam, all the mala, contamination of Kali can be purified completely by chanting the holy names of the Lord. Kalimalamathanam pavanam pavananam. So holy name of Krishna can purify us. As the conclusion of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam says, what's the conclusion of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam? At the end, last sloka, last canto, last chapter. Nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam pranamo dukkha shabanam tam namami harim param. Nama sankirtanam Krishna sarva papa pranashanam. When you do Nam Sankirtan of Krishna, all papa, all sins are completely purified. Krishna's name purifies us. Krishna's dham purifies us. Krishna's charanamrit, which is Ganga, she purifies us. One who takes bath in Ganga is purified. And even Krishna's sound vibration, Krishna's teachings purify us. You know that shloka in the 3rd canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Marganti yatte mukhapadmanidais chandas suparnai rishayo vivikte yasyaghamarshod saridvaraya param padam tirthapadaha prapannaha padam padam tirthapadaha prapannaha marganti yatte mukhapadmanidais. Now, comparison. Compare Krishna with a beautiful tree, right? And the root of the tree is compared to the lotus feet of Krishna. And the crown, the branches, the upper portion of the tree is compared to Krishna's face. Right? Comparison is clear. Now, there's a bird that's flying in the sky and falling on the branch and landing on the branches of the tree. And there's a traveler who is following the shadow of the bird and ending up at the root of the tree. Is it clear? Krishna is compared to the tree. Tree has some branches on top and roots at the bottom. Now, some birds fly and land on the branch of the tree. And travelers who follow the shadow of the bird, because they don't know where is the tree. When they're traveling in the desert or traveling in some forest, they may not know where the nearby tree is. They can just follow the shadow of the bird, because birds will go and land up on some tree. If you follow the shadow of the bird, you will end up at the root of the tree. Compare this traveler to a sadhaka bhakta who takes shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. What's there at the lotus feet of Krishna? Ganga emanates from the lotus feet of Krishna. Means there are some devotees, neophyte devotees probably, as Bhagavatam says, they take shelter of the purifying river Ganga that's emanating from the lotus feet of Krishna, and by taking bath in river Ganga, they get purified. And these birds are compared to advanced devotees. They take shelter of the branch of the tree. That means the face of Krishna. And from face of Krishna, what emanates? Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Uddhava Gita, all his teachings emanate. So advanced devotees take shelter of the teachings of Krishna for their purification. And beginners, they take shelter of the Charanamrita of Krishna by taking bath in Ganga, and that's how they get purified. And once devotees also take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. And neophyte beginners also can take shelter of Krishna's teachings. But in short, this comparison is given in the 3rd canto of Bhagavatam. So, whether you take shelter of Krishna's mouth, Krishna's face, that means teachings of Krishna, or Krishna's feet, that means Ganga river emanating from his lotus feet, purification is guaranteed. Ganga purifies us. And Gita purifies us. Gita Gangodakam Pitva. Gita is like Gangodaka. When you drink that, you are purified. Bhagavatam purifies us. Krishna's Dham purifies us. Krishna's name purifies us. Krishna Prasadam purifies us. Krishna's qualities will purify us. Sukadeva Goswami has been purified from his quote-unquote impersonalistic tendencies at one point in his life, Brahman platform, by hearing about Krishna's qualities. He heard about Krishna's qualities. One is, this popular shloka that we discussed some time back. Aho bakiyam stanakalakotam. By hearing Putana's episode, by hearing about Krishna's quality of compassion upon even demons, he is purified. By hearing about the quality of Krishna's beauty, like you see, Krishna is extremely beautiful. Barhapidam natavaravapuhu. We discussed it yesterday. Let me quote another beautiful shloka. Lord Brahma speaks this shloka. Naumidyate bravapushe taditambaraya gunjavatam saparipicchala sanmukhaya vanyasraje kavalavetra vishana vedu lakshmashriye mridupade pashupangajaya. Naumi idyate abravapushe. Krishna, your form is so glorious. Abravapushe, your bodily complexion is like that of a dark monsoon cloud. Tadit ambaraya, you are wearing clothes which are like lightning. Gunjavatam, so you have gunjamala in your neck. Paripichala sanmukhaya, your face is resplendent with this shining, brilliant rainbow like peacock feather. Vanyasraje, you are wearing a beautiful garland made of forest flowers. Kavala, curd rice in hand. Vetra, stick in hand. Vishana Venu, flute. Lakshmashriye, this beautiful, simple 6-year-old cowhead boy form of Krishna is endowed with all opulences. Lakshmashriye, Mridupade, and you are walking with your tender lotus feet, not even wearing shoes. Pashupangajaya, you are the son of Nanda Maharaj. So that darshan of Krishna purified even Brahma's consciousness. You see, Brahma experiences purification just by coming in contact with Krishna's form. Sukadeva Goswami experiences purification by coming in contact with Krishna's glories, Krishna's qualities. Ajamil experienced purification by chanting the names of the Lord even indirectly. Indirectly he chanted the name of the Lord to call his son. He's saying Narayana, 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 so many times Narayana. Affectionately he's calling his son Narayana. Come Narayana, come and drink this water. Come and eat this food. Come and sleep. It's sleep time. Come, let's play. Narayana, Narayana. Daily he's chanting Narayana, Narayana, Narayana thousands of times out of affection for his son. He never meant to call Narayana, Lord Narayana. But that indirect, affectionate chanting of Narayana's names purified Ajamil. And later when the Yamadutas came, Ajamil chanted the same name Narayana. With anxiety now, with fear now. So this affectionate chanting of Narayana's name and this anxious chanting of Narayana's name, they both purified Ajamil completely. Purification. Purification by glorification of Krishna's Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. Leela, my God. How much the heart is purified by hearing Krishna's Leelas. In the next chapter, Parikshit Maharaj says, he says, Yena yena avatarena bhagavan haririshvaraha karoti karna ramyani manognani cha nah prabho. Karoti karna ramyani. All the Leelas of Krishna, especially Balya Leelas of Krishna, are karna ramyani. Very pleasant to hear for the ears. Manognani cha nah prabho. They purify even the heart also. They are impressive to the heart. Manognani cha nah prabho. Yat shrinvato paityaratir vitrishna sattvam cha shuddhyatya chirena pumsaham bhaktir harau tat purushe cha sakhyam tadeva haram vadamanyase chet. Very important. He says that your pastimes are not only pleasing to the ears and heart, ears and mind, your pastimes purify us. Sattvam cha shuddhyati achirena pumsam. Sattvam means heart here. Shuddhyati means purification. Achirena means in a very short time. Krishna, when we hear your Balya Leelas, our heart is purified very fast. Fast purification by hearing Krishna Leela. Right? As we discuss in Chaurashtakam also, during Purushottam month, as we are singing Chaurashtakam. Vraja prasiddham navanita chauram gopangananam chadukula chauram aneka janmarjita papa chauram chauragraganyam purusham namami. Aneka janma arjita papa chauram. Krishna can completely purify us from all the sinful reactions that we have been accumulating since millions of lifetimes. Shri Radhikaya hridayasya chauram navambudashyamala kanti chauram padashritanam cha samasta chauram chauragraganyam purusham namami. Padashritanam cha samasta chauram. Everything that is impure within our system, within our consciousness, within our personality, Krishna can steal. All that we need to have is some faith. Krishna has the ability to purify me. Krishna has the intention to purify me. Krishna has the integrity to preserve whatever is required for my bhakti. He has the discrimination to separate out what is good for my bhakti, what is bad for my bhakti, and accordingly he will steal unnecessary things within me. Dhanam cha manam cha tathendriyani pranam cha hritva mama sarvameva. Dhanam cha manam cha tatha indriyani pranam cha. He will steal our dhanam, wealth, manam, our respect and honor in this world, prestige in this world, our followers. Dhanam cha manam cha tathendriyani, our sensory strength. Pranam cha hritva, he can steal our life also. Mama sarvameva, he can steal everything. When Krishna takes away everything, sometimes devotees feel, hey, what's happening? Why Krishna is taking away everything from me? Is this purification? He will make us bhikshu, karoti bhikshum pathi gehahinam. He'll make us bhikshu, he'll make us a beggar, the way he did with Avanti Brahman. Let my devotees become beggars. I have never seen such a thief in all the three worlds, Bilawamangal Thakur says. So when Krishna steals all these things, we should not misunderstand Krishna. We should not get scared. Oh, I should not do Krishna bhakti. He will take away everything for me in the name of purification. No, he has discrimination. Please understand. Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. What does it mean? Whatever is required for your bhakti, if you have it, Krishna will preserve it. Whatever is not required for your bhakti, if you are possessing it, Krishna will take it away. Krishna has discrimination in purifying us. He doesn't take away all our dhanam. If dhanam is required for our bhakti, he will keep dhanam with us. Don't get scared. Oh, if I worship Krishna, he will take away my dhanam, my janam. More than janam is more important. I said in one session that if you take shelter of Krishna, if you chant Krishna's names, he will take away all your Instagram followers. You have 10 million followers, it will become zero. Your account will be hacked. Will you worship Krishna? Oh, no. So dhanam, janam, followers, sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye. But Krishna can take away everything if it is not required for our bhakti. That's why Pandavas are concerned. We didn't discuss that in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam because we are going in a little fast-paced manner. Yudhishthira Maharaj told Narada Muni in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. He said, Narada Muni, you are glorifying us that we are the best devotees of Krishna, but actually we are doing anti-preaching. Many people look at us and we underwent so many difficulties. Aho kashtam, aho anyayam, yadyuyam dharmanandana. We went through so many difficulties, so many miseries, so many calamities, so many reversals, so many injustices we faced. Looking at us, nobody will become Krishna Bhakta. They will lose whatever inclination they have to worship Krishna, seeing Pandava's example. And on top of it, our mother, Kunti, she prayed for more calamities. Who will become Krishna Bhakta looking at Pandavas and Kunti? Kunti lost her husband at a young age. She had to protect 5 children, 3 of her children and 2 of her co-wives' children. While Dhritarashtra and all these people are trying to attack Pandavas in so many ways. Yudhishthira Maharaj is very concerned. People may not become Krishna Bhaktas. In the name of purification, he will take everything out from us. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj said, that's why Narada Muni, I had a plan. I organized this opulent Rajasuya sacrifice. In the Rajasuya sacrifice, I invited all the Brahmarshis, Rajarshis, Devarshis, Brahmanas, Devatas, great kings, and I even conquered so many kings. I sent Bhima, Nakul, Sahadev, Arjuna in different directions and they defeated so many kings and all of them became my subordinate kings. You know why I did all this? I have no desire for power. I have no desire for prestige. I have no desire for influence. I have no desire to sit on a throne. I am detached. Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying. But still, I made my brothers go and conquer all directions and I organized this Rajasuya sacrifice in such a grand manner just so that people will have some faith in Krishna Bhakti. When you perform Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Bhaktas will not only undergo so many difficulties and injustices, Krishna Bhaktas will also enjoy some prosperity in this world. Just to make this point, I organized Rajasuya sacrifice. I organized so many Ashwamedha sacrifices. Otherwise, I have no interest in Ashwamedha sacrifice or Rajasuya sacrifice. I'm happy doing some Krishna Bhakti sitting in one corner. That's why sometimes display of majesty, grandeur, influence, scholarship, power, money, that also attracts some quarters in this world. In fact, that attracts more. Yes, devotees are simple. They want to sit in some corner and then just do their bhajan, they just chant Hare Krishna, discuss Bhagavatam, Machitta, Madgata Prana, Parasparana Kathanam. That's sufficient for them. They're happy, eternally happy. But why devotees go everywhere? Why devotees do many things? Why devotees erect big temples? Prabhupada said, if I sit under a tree and chant, who will come? Therefore, I have to make big temples. Right? The display of majesty and opulence and grandeur will attract some quarters. Otherwise, devotees don't want it. So coming back to the purifying potency of Krishna, so Krishna can purify us from all unwanted things. And we should not misunderstand Krishna when Krishna is taking away some things from us. That is purification. And you should not feel insecure that, oh, Krishna will take this away from me. I'm attached to it. If it is required for your bhakti, Krishna will keep it with you. Don't worry. Whatever is not required for you, that only Krishna will take away, provided we are sincere. He will personally take charge of our purification. Sometimes purification involves taking away our dhanam, manam, janam, pranam also. Dhanam cha manam cha tathendriyani pranamscha hritva mama sarvameva. Mama sarvameva. Krishna can take away everything from us. Right? So, we need to trust Krishna's plan. Here, how did Krishna purify Putana? By killing her. By taking away her pranam. How did Krishna purify Avanti Brahman? By taking away his dhanam. How did Krishna purify Ajamil? By showing some extra compassion upon him. By allowing him to name his son Narayana and allowing him to chant Narayana's name indirectly, Krishna purified him. One thing we need to be thoroughly convinced about in our spiritual life is Krishna is our genuine well-wisher. When we don't have sufficient faith in this statement, Krishna is our genuine, eternal well-wisher, we struggle in our bhakti progress. We struggle in our spiritual advancement. And our faith in this statement, Krishna is our well-wisher, is tested sufficiently, significantly by Maya, by many people around us. Especially faith in reversals becomes very fragile. Retaining our faith in Krishna's power of protection, power of purification, Krishna's affection for us, Krishna's compassion upon us, that is tested when we face some reversals in life. And it is also tested when we are exposed to materialism, especially in young age. In young age, when people are getting exposed to different excitements in this material world, and when they feel that we are being deprived of some joys of this world because of this Krishna consciousness, that's a test for faith. I am being deprived of all the enjoyments that my colleagues are experiencing. That's where we need to strengthen our faith in the association of devotees who have more faith than us. Bhakti, in one sense, is a faith-building exercise. We are exploring material pleasures because we don't have faith that spiritual life can give us pleasure. We are still interested in material relationships and material emotions because we don't have faith that Krishna can sufficiently nourish my emotions. When that faith is missing, and we are not fully dependent on Krishna, we are still dependent on many other things because we lack sufficient faith that Krishna will protect me. Krishna is my well-wisher. I need to also make some alternate arrangements. I should have my backup plans, plan B, plan C, plan D. If plan A of Krishna doesn't work. Right? But devotees are fearless. Prabhupada had only one plan, to serve Krishna. And he trusted Krishna's plan. He trusted Guru's mercy, Guru's potency. Purification. His endeavors purified so many people. So Krishna is our well-wisher. Krishna is endowed with this quality of compassion. He is extremely compassionate upon his devotees. Of all the qualities of Krishna, his mercy, his kripa on his devotees is one of his foremost qualities, and we need to have faith in that quality of Krishna. If he can purify Putana, why can't he purify me? That's the question. We need to ask this question. And of course, Krishna's compassion, Krishna's purifying potency, Krishna's intentions to purify his devotees should not make us complacent. Another extreme of understanding of Krishna's compassion is we become lazy, we become complacent, we don't become sufficiently prayerful. Krishna is there to purify us, right? Too much faith. That faith in a different direction. Faith is taking us in a different direction. Faith in the direction of complacency. Having faith in Krishna is not being complacent. Not only Krishna purifies us, Krishna's devotees also purify us. Krishna is compassionate and Krishna's devotees are more compassionate. If there is someone who is more compassionate than Krishna, it is the devotees of Krishna. Ocean of compassion. And amongst all the devotees, Srimati Radharani is most compassionate. Vaidagdhya sindhur anuraga rasaika sindhur vatsalya sindhurati sandra kripaika sindhur lavanya sindhur amrita chavirupa sindhur. Shri Radhika Spuratu me Hridikeli Sindhu. Vaidagya Sindhu. I'll not elaborate on all this, but she is an ocean of compassion. Krishna is an ocean of compassion. Radharani is also an ocean of compassion. We need to take a dip or swim or drown in that ocean of compassion. And this whole episode of Putana is just revealing how purifying Krishna is, how Krishna is an ocean of compassion. Padbhyam bhakta hridistabhyam vandyabhyam loka vanditaihi angam yasyaha samakramya bhagavanapi tatstanam yatu dhanyapi sasvarga bhavapa janani gatim Krishna bhuktasthana kshiraha kimugavo nu mataraha. Sukadeva Goswami continues the same theme in the next couple of shlokas also. He says that Krishna bhuktas tanakshiraha kimu gavonu mataraha. If Krishna is so compassionate upon Putana and purified her and gave her a position in the spiritual world, even for that indirect service that she has done in the attire of a mother, what to speak of actually having motherly affection for Krishna? What to speak of having pure love and affection and devotion for Krishna and serving Krishna? What to speak of all the gopis? What to speak of all the cows of Vrindavan who give their pure milk? Comparison. Sukadeva Goswami makes a comparison. If Krishna could be merciful on Putana, just imagine the extent of mercy he shows on the cows of Vrindavan and gopis of Vrindavan and all other sadhaka bhaktas who have genuine intentions in connecting with Krishna, in serving Krishna. Even selfishness is also bestowed with compassion. But when devotees are selfless, my God, Krishna fills their heart with satisfaction. Ahaituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. And if sometimes Krishna becomes a bit strict, his devotees are there, more compassionate than Krishna. They purify us more than Krishna also, sometimes, or many times. Of course, ultimately the purifying potency of a devotee is also coming from Krishna only. But Krishna, out of his affection for his pure devotees, he allows his devotees to purify common people more than he himself does it personally. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected Kala Krishna Das, apparently. But Nityananda Prabhu gave mercy to Kala Krishna Das. Mahaprabhu was about to punish and kill Jagai and Madhai. But Nityananda Prabhu prayed for their protection. Oh Lord, please, really leave them. When Krishna becomes strict with us, Radharani is there to support us. Oh, don't worry. Krishna, he'll be okay. Don't worry. I'll take care. Right? But we should not take undue advantage of or benefit of that merciful attitude of Krishna and his devotees and become voluntarily complacent in our bhakti. When to the degree we take bhakti seriously, to that degree Krishna and his devotees take seriously our purification. They endeavor for our purification. Otherwise they will lose interest. Of course they don't lose interest in general, but still our purification will be delayed. Pure devotees are so pure that they can purify Krishna's Charanamrita also. Surprising. Bhavadvidha bhagavata stirtha bhuta swayam vibho tirthi kurvanti tirthani swantaste anagada bhrita. So Yudhishthira Maharaj glorified Vidura, saying that devotees like you can purify even holy places of pilgrimage also. They purify Krishna's dham. And they purify Krishna's Charanamrita. I said some time back, right? When Bhagiratha Maharaj requested Ganga Devi to come from upper planets to earthly planet, Ganga Mata, she said, Bhagirath, when I come to earth, so many sinful people will take bath in my waters and they will dump all their sinful reactions in me. Am I supposed to collect all their impurities? Am I supposed to accumulate all the sinful reactions of all the sinful people in earthly planet? Then Bhagirath said, my dear mother, when pure devotees take bath in you, in your waters, all the sinful contamination and impurity you have accumulated will be purified. Even Ganga will be purified. We are not minimizing the potency of Ganga, undoubtedly, but Bhagavatam clearly says In the 9th canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, it's clearly mentioned that Ganga expressed this concern. I'll have to accumulate all the sinful reactions dumped by these sinful people who take bath in my waters. Then Bhagirath said, when pure devotees take bath in you, all that sinful contamination is removed, is purified. Because they carry the Lord within their hearts. So they can purify. Swantastena gadabhrita. Because they keep the Lord within their hearts. Wherever they go, they purify. They purify holy rivers, they purify holy places, they purify most contaminated places also. Krishna purifies, Krishna's devotees also purify. Krishna purified, Krishna relieved Nalakavar and Manigriva from their sinful life. Krishna relieved Putana from her sinful life. Krishna liberated Trinavarta from his sinful life. Krishna liberated Aghasur from his sinful life. Agha means sin. The word Agha means sin, and he's Aghasur, the Rakshasa of sin. He's personified sin. But Krishna purified him, liberated him. Krishna purified Shishupal. Why can't Krishna purify a sadhaka, provided the sadhaka is sincere? Now you may say, Krishna is giving the position of a motherly nurse to Putana in the spiritual world, and all the demons, they are also getting liberation, purification by Krishna's grace. If I am little inattentive in my chanting, can't Krishna adjust? If I do some aparats in my service, can't Krishna just accommodate it? Why so much of strictness and meticulousness is expected from my sadhana? After all, I am not like Putana at least. I am not offering poisonous milk to Krishna. I am offering pure milk to Krishna. Of course, I was thinking of some YouTube video while offering. Or I was thinking of some argument I had with some devotee while making this offering. It happens, right? Even while taking darshan of the deity's mind goes somewhere else. It happens with me. So, and even while we're chanting, mind goes here and there. While hearing Krishna Katha, mind goes all over the place. Although I'm inattentive, Krishna is supposed to give me purification. He is supposed to give me a motherly position in the spiritual world like Putana did. And we follow the footsteps of Satyavrata Muni and just and we say that Kuver Atmajau Baddha Murtyaiva Yadvat Tvaya Mochitau Bhakti Bhajau Krutaucha Tatha Prema Bhaktim Swakamya Prayacha Namokshe Graho Mesti Damodareha. The way you purified Nalakvar and Manigriv, the way you bestowed bhakti upon them, that same prema bhakti give me also, Krishna. He says, now, we may have a desire for purification, we may have a desire for prema bhakti, Krishna prema, ecstasy, this and that. And we expect Krishna to accommodate our shortcomings. Fine. Out of desperation, out of humility, out of helplessness, we may say that. But the fact is that which is pure by nature, that which is purified by sincere endeavor, is not equal to that which is purified by force. Let me give a simple example. Vishnu Chakravarti says this, what I said now, in somewhere in 6th canto of Bhagavatam. Let me give a simple example. When a child is studying on his own or on her own, without parents having to follow up, open your book, read. Tomorrow is exam. Day after tomorrow is exam. You should prepare. When a child is voluntarily studying, voluntarily taking responsibility and ownership of one's studies and sincerely doing it, parents become naturally happy. But when the parents have to push the child, you should study, they have to force the child. Sometimes the child becomes a little annoyed. Parents have to tolerate the child when he becomes upset and then somehow push him to come and study. Then also the child may pass the exam. And in the first case, when the child voluntarily studies for the exam, then also he may pass the exam. But which is more pleasurable, which is more exciting? In the first case, First case, right? Similarly, Krishna can purify us. Krishna can forcefully purify us also. And sometimes he doesn't do, but he can do it also. But when we voluntarily aspire for purification, And when we voluntarily take up the responsibility for our own purification by sincerely following the sadhana practices recommended by the acharyas, Krishna becomes happy. Right? Taking responsibility voluntarily has its own flavor that pleases Krishna. If you want more playful exchanges with Krishna, okay, you can do all that once you attain perfection. There you can get into Manlila and Krishna can come and pacify you and all that. But during sadhaka stage, let us try to be humble and follow the prescribed practices and voluntarily practice bhakti sincerely, so that purification happens faster. Right? As Prabhupada quotes somewhere in Bhagavatam purports, God helps those who help themselves. God helps otherwise also, but if we voluntarily try to help ourselves, Krishna gives us some extra mercy. Just like that sparrow, she was endeavoring so much to empty the ocean and to get her eggs back. So Garuda came and supported. So when we take our sadhana seriously, when we take our seva seriously, when we take our spiritual practices seriously, we will get support from Krishna. But if we don't take our sadhana and spiritual life seriously, and if we only expect Krishna's mercy, Krishna, you purify me. I'll do whatever I want, but you purify me. Krishna can still endeavor for our perfection, but if we also endeavor for our perfection, he'll be more happy. So these are some thoughts on this shloka. Sorry if I said anything inappropriate. Thank you very much. Granthara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions, comments, reflections?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Just like Krishna killed the demon Putana, we also scared of Hare Krishna Prabhu. Just like Krishna killed the demon Putana, he was a demon, but he turned into beautiful woman. So no one can know that he's a demon.
She was a beautiful woman and she turned into a demon.
Yeah.
When Krishna touched her. Later she went to the spiritual world. Yes.
So my doubt is so we also scared of some things. Some just like Putana, we also scared of some things in daily life. Can you please say how to overcome these demons? Just Krishna killed demon. How can we overcome our negative habits? Just can you please explain?
Good question in line with the teachings of Bhagavatam. Basically, all the demons that Krishna killed represent some negative qualities within us. Putana represents our own materialistic mind, which acts like a guru, pseudo-guru. Sometimes mind becomes our guru. Mind is so thoroughly impure and distracted, and that when the distracted mind becomes our guru, and we accept the teachings of this guru, then our life will be in a different direction. So Putana represents that pseudo-guru in the form of our distracted mind. Shakatasura represents our old habits, load-carrying mentality. You know Shakatasura, right? Shakatasura is that Utkacha demon who entered into the cart, and the cart is filled with so many utensils. So Shakatasura represents that load-carrying mentality. What is the load there? Our past and current bad habits. Just like Krishna kicked the cart and dismantled the entire cart, similarly we should pray to Krishna, Krishna, please kick my old and new bad habits and purify me. Just like you killed Putana, you please kill the pseudo-guru of my mind, my mental distractions. So all the demons that Krishna killed in Vrindavan, they represent some anarthas, some bad habits. Just like Krishna killed all of them, similarly when we pray to Krishna, he will purify us from all these anarthas and bad habits. Kaliya, Krishna danced on the hoods of Kaliya. Kaliya's hoods are very slippery. Kaliya's hoods are very soft. Kaliya's hoods are wet. Similarly, our tongue is also very slippery, very wet, very soft. Kaliya is poisonous. Sometimes our tongue is also very poisonous. We speak very poisonous words sometimes. But when Krishna danced on the hoods of Kaliya, Kaliya is purified. Similarly, when we allow Krishna's holy name to dance on our tongues, we are purified. Right? So Krishna's holy name will purify us. Prayer to Krishna will purify us.
It's a process, right? It's a process, not like ready-made, but it's
It's a process, not like one-time thing. Anything else? Yes,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'm very grateful actually because, and especially when I was going through a greatest reversal, I heard your class about reversals. My goodness, that really changed everything, how I look at the reversals. Prabhuji, now coming to how we can get to Krishna with a pure heart, it's not possible, Prabhuji, especially when we are struggling with the three modes of material nature. Most of your classes say, don't try to think Krishna will say yes to all you pray, but try to align
with Krishna's plan.
Yeah, that's very hard, Prabhuji, actually.
Yes. Bhakti is not that easy sometimes. It's easy in terms of practice, just simply chanting the holy names, associating with devotees, hearing Krishna Katha. There is simplicity in that aspect. But what makes bhakti tough is our own resistance to accept Krishna's plan. Our own disinclination to be subordinate to Krishna's plans. It's difficult. But look at the lives of so many devotees who could effortlessly accept it.
Yeah.
Indradimana Maharaj, he retired from his active political life. He came to the forest and he was worshipping Lord Hare. Suddenly Agastya Rishi came. And Indradimana Maharaj was absorbed in his worship, so he couldn't welcome Agastya Rishi. And Agastya Rishi cursed him. You don't know guest reception. You don't know how to receive a guest at home. Although you are experienced as a king, you are worshipping the Lord, you don't have this minimum etiquette also. Let me curse you to become a dull-headed elephant. What mistake did he do? Even if he has done, how grave was it to get an animal body? Parikshit was cursed when he was a king. Chitraketu Maharaj was cursed when he was a king. But Indradimana Maharaj retired as a king. He's practically living a renounced life sitting in the forest. And he was not inattentive in his sadhana like Bharat Maharaj also. Relatively, Indradimana Maharaj's mistake is hardly any mistake compared to other three. Yes, Chitraketu did a mistake. Some mistake is there. He committed on Shiva.
Yeah.
Not correct. Publicly. And Parikshit kept a dead snake around Shamik Rishi's neck. That's also a grave mistake. Bharat Maharaj purposely got distracted. But Indradimana Maharaj is simply worshipping the Lord. And Agastya Rishi cursed him. But Indradimana Maharaj took it as purification. Krishna can purify the last traces of whatever little anarthas are left out in me by giving a very heavy punishment for an apparently insignificant mistake or no mistake also. If devotees are able to accept heavy punishments for simple mistakes or no mistakes, what's our problem to accept mild punishments for major mistakes? Right? Krishna knows when I give major punishment to this person, he cannot handle it. So let me give a simpler punishment, token punishment. We have to accept Krishna's plan. It's tough, agreed. It's difficult, agreed. But our advancement towards the lotus feet of Krishna is very much dependent on how much we accept his plan the way it comes. If we understand this, we will not complain. We will accept. Although it is difficult. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much for the wonderful class. It's very inspiring and encouraging as well. Just I have a doubt, like, Putana, she went as a Datri, right, in the spiritual world. Like that, Kaliya was given a life, like he was allowed to go, like he didn't punish, like Krishna didn't take his life off. But many demons, like they get Saiju Mukti and Krishna killed. But it is said like in Aghasura, he got the Sarupya Mukti. Is there any reason why Aghasura got Sarupya?
That is Krishna's extra mercy. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes in that purport, 10th canto, 12th chapter purports, that Krishna is more merciful in Vrindavan than at other places. So the demons that Krishna killed in Vrindavan got some better destinations than other demons whom Krishna killed here and there, other places. That's one reason. And also Acharyas explained that Aghasur genuinely experienced some pleasure when he saw all the boys playing, for a moment at least. And Aghasur gave a lot of pleasure to all the Gopa boys, because with great excitement all these Gopa boys were running inside the mouth of Aghasur, and that actually made Aghasur very happy. Not very happy, but that made the Gopas very happy. Aghasur had an intention to kill, but still the Gopas became very happy. That indirect service done by Aghasur enabled him to attract some mercy of Krishna. And later, after the death also, Aghasur's dead body became a playground for all the Gopas. So he gave pleasure to the Gopas. He took little pleasure for a moment seeing the Gopas happy, and he gave a lot of pleasure with his body after his death also. Sufficient reason to get Sarupi Mukti. That in Vrindavan.
Thank you.
Yes, Sevya. Our Bhagavatam class is not complete without your question.
Thank you, Prabhu, for the wonderful class. Prabhu, you mentioned how no matter how degraded we are, Krishna will always purify us with his mercy. So I was just wondering, what is the actual relationship with our personal effort and Krishna's mercy? Because we see in this pastime of Putana, she did not perform any devotional service or did not put in any effort to gain his mercy. And on the other side, we are always encouraged to work on our anartha so that we can perform devotional service sincerely and get Krishna's mercy. So how can we balance Krishna's mercy with our own spiritual practices? How can we gain that confidence in Krishna's mercy?
Yes, something similar, right? Day before yesterday, somewhat parallel question. I don't remember. Drishtva parishramam Krishna kripayasit svabandhane. You know this, right? Damodar Leela. Yashodamata did parishrama, Krishna showed kripa. Right? Kripa is there, parishrama is also there. As you rightly mentioned, all our acharyas and scriptures encourage us to put some endeavor to get Krishna's mercy, then Krishna will bestow mercy. And we need to focus on what is there in our hands. And Krishna's mercy will come whenever it wants, whenever Krishna wants, right? And that's what we discussed in our class also. All these episodes of Putana or Aghasur who received Krishna's unparalleled mercy despite not doing anything, any sadhana that we are doing, should not discourage us to perform sadhana, but should only encourage us to perform sadhana. That's the whole class here. That's the whole shloka here. Putana lokabalaghni rakshasi rudhirasana jigamsayapi haraye stanam datvapa sadgatim. Although Putana is so malicious, still she got sadgati. Kim punar shraddhaya bhaktya krishnaya paramatmane. What to speak of we performing bhakti with shraddha unto Krishna who is Paramatma. The whole emphasis of this last few shlokas is, if Krishna could be so merciful towards Putana who came with a malicious intention, how merciful he would be when you do sadhana sincerely. That's what we repeated throughout the class also. So recommendation is, you perform bhakti and he will show mercy. It's not never recommended that even if you don't perform bhakti, Krishna will show mercy. If he does it, that is up to him. You cannot demand discount sale. If you go to India, they say Sankranti sale, Deepavali sale, and there is 50% discount, 30% discount, buy one get one free, buy one get two free. So they give all these special offers during festival seasons. But festival is not every day, right? Similarly, when Krishna is in Vrindavan, he shows extra mercy, even upon demons also. During his manifest pastimes, extra mercy. When Mahaprabhu is there, even more mercy. But this golden period will not stay for longer time. So, sometimes we are fortunate enough to access some gracious marks, but in general, we have to work hard and study to get proper marks, right, in your schools, right? So, the incentives or the concessions or the exemptions that Krishna makes should not become complacent in our sadhana. Balance is simple. I'll do my best. And I'll wait for Krishna to show his mercy. Whenever it comes, it comes. That's the balance. All the extra merciful episodes of Bhagavatam should not make us complacent, but they should encourage us. Oh, sometimes when a devotee is very disappointed in their bhakti, you can tell him Putana's story and encourage him. But when a devotee is very proud, overconfident, distracted in bhakti, you don't tell Putana's story to him. Tell Bharat Maharaj's story. Although Bharat went to Bhava stage, from there he fell down to a deer body, so be very attentive. So Bhagavatam is like a mother. Mother's nature is not contradictory. Apparently Krishna's nature seems contradictory here. He is giving so much of mercy to Putana who came to kill him, and is being extra strict with Bharat Maharaj who became a little distracted by a deer. Here Krishna showed compassion on Putana, and there Krishna punished Bharat for his compassion, misplaced compassion on a deer. It seems Krishna is contradicting himself. Krishna, what's happening? Why are you so restless? Why are you so fickle-minded? Why are you not so consistent in showing your mercy upon people? We may think like that. But reality is we have no control over the way he deals with people. We only have control over the way we approach him, right? So, that strictness is like a mother's strictness to a child. Sometimes mother may chastise, you got 95% only, what happened to the remaining 5%? Right? Just to make the child more attentive in his studies. And sometimes, even if there is a mistake also, mother may hug. So, sometimes child requires that kind of different treatment. When the child is overconfident, mother has to mellow him down by pointing out the shortcomings. But when the child is very low in spirits, mother has to encourage by highlighting his good qualities. Mother's nature is not contradictory. Although her behavior is totally opposite here, in these two cases, her behavior, her treatment of the child is in tune with the requirements of the child. Right? So similarly, Shastra is also like mother. Krishna is also like mother. Sometimes Krishna may want a devotee to become more and more purified, and he becomes very strict even for small mistake. Sometimes when people are very fallen, very sinful, Krishna will show extra mercy and then, okay, please, go ahead. It's like when very new person comes to the temple, he doesn't offer obeisance to Prabhupada, for example, offer obeisance to the deities. Will you immediately correct him? Will say, where are you coming from? What are you doing? You are coming for the temple for the first time? Oh, we have Bhagavatam class every day, you can come. We have Guru Puja every day, you can come. You are very nice to them. Very, very polite to them, very gentle to them. But when a seasoned devotee comes and doesn't offer obeisances to Prabhupada or just does some mischief here, you'll become a little strict. Hey, don't do like that. Don't you know the manners of conducting yourself in temple? You say that, right? Because there's a relation. To someone who more is given, more is expected from them. You give more training, you give more culture to them, they're expected to behave in a much refined manner. Therefore, Krishna becomes strict in those cases. But here they don't know anything. Krishna is showing some mercy, extra concession, purifying them. But that should not make us complacent. Make sense?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's 9 o'clock, shall we? We can take later. Thank you. Granthara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvanda Maravindanalaya Taksham Bhagavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Agom Hikamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Andani Yasa Sakale